you need. Most men run from pain, but a few let it change them forever. His name was Marcus, and at 27, his life had completely fallen apart. Fired from his job, left by his partner, savings gone, all in 1 week. He asked himself one question that night too hard. Was this the end or the beginning? That night he didn't sleep. He just lay there, letting the silence swallow him. Pain wasn't new to Marcus. He had carried it since he was a child. He had always been the boy who had less. He thought he had escaped that life. But maybe you don't escape your past. Maybe you have to go through it. He didn't know it yet, but his real life was about to start. Right here, in the pain. He applied to 30 jobs that first month. He heard nothing back. Every closed door reminded him of every time life had said no to him. His bank account dropped to $17. Just 17. He took a minimum wage repair job, the same job he had laughed at 5 years ago.
He was good at it, better than he expected. That surprised him deeply.
His old friends stopped calling, one by one, until the phone never rang. Loneliness crept in like cold air under a broken door. He felt completely invisible. Comparison is a quiet killer, and it was working on him every day. He started writing to make sense of everything. The words refused to come. The hardest question a man can ask himself is the one with no easy answer.
Then one Tuesday morning, an old man walked in, and something shifted.
His name was Edgar, and he came back every week with something broken.
Edgar never seemed like he was in a rush. Marcus found that deeply strange. The crack lets the light out, son. That is the whole point of it. Marcus did not understand it yet. But something about those words stuck in him. He stood there for 10 minutes, watching men build themselves in silence. The next day he walked in. He did not know why. He just did it. He was weak. Weaker than he had realized. That was harder to face than anything. For the first time in years, he looked at himself without looking away. He lifted it. Just barely. But he lifted it. And that mattered. For weeks, he just repeated the same small actions. Nothing dramatic. Nothing visible yet. Some nights he wanted to quit everything. The job, the gym, the whole idea of trying. He deleted his social media. He needed to stop watching other people's lives. He started reading philosophy, biographies, men who had been broken before him. He found one line that stopped him cold. He read it 40 times that night. He told Edgar about the line. Edgar nodded slowly and said, "You are starting to see it." Pressure does not destroy strong things. It reveals them. Always has. Diamonds are just carbon that refuse to give up under enormous, relentless heat.
His body was changing. But more importantly, his relationship with discomfort had changed.
He stopped reacting. He started observing. That is a completely different kind of power.
Then he found something hidden in a dusty box. And it changed everything.
He had wanted to be an engineer since he was 8 years old. He had completely forgotten.
He was 27 years old, and he searched for night school courses. It was not too late.
The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is now.
He enrolled 2 nights a week after a full day of work. No excuses allowed.
He was the oldest in the room. His ego wanted him to leave. He stayed.
He slept 5 hours a night. Every day was harder than the one before it.
There is a special kind of strength that only grows inside the dark.
He failed his first exam. He studied harder. He never told anyone about it.
Somewhere in the struggle, he stopped feeling sorry for himself. That was the real turning point.
He started writing every morning. Not to vent, to plan, to build something real.
Growth is invisible before it becomes undeniable. That is what no one tells you.
He noticed he no longer feared the quiet. He had learned to live comfortably inside it.
Edgar had been exactly where Marcus was at 30. He just never told anyone about it. Find one person who has walked your path and survived it. Listen to them closely.
Discipline is not punishment. It is the architecture of a life you actually want.
Small wins are fuel. You do not stop and celebrate. You refuel and go further. When you learn something hard, teach it. That is how the lesson becomes truly yours. Your past is not a chain holding you back. It is the material you build strength from.
He was not the same man who had sat on that floor 12 months ago. Not even close.
Then the letter came. The one he had almost stopped believing would ever arrive. An engineering firm had found his resume. They wanted to meet him for an interview.
He did not feel nervous. He felt ready. For the first time in his life, Spedra, truly ready.
They asked where he had learned resilience. He smiled and said, "From losing everything."
Whatever happened next, something inside him had already changed permanently forever.
He told Edgar about the interview. Edgar said, "I knew it. I have always known it."
They offered him the job, not as a favor. He had earned every single part of it. His first day at work, he carried the same notebook. It had come full circle.
Pain does not last forever, but the man it builds true, he lasts. He always lasts. He kept going to the gym, not to escape anymore, to remind himself who he was. Some people appear in your story for a reason. Never take those people for granted.
The crossroads he once feared had become the crossroads he chose with full confidence.
Scars are not proof that you were broken. They are proof that you healed completely. He had built something that no one could ever take from him again. Himself. He wrote a letter to the version of himself lying on that floor. He said, "Keep going. The strongest men you will ever know
were once the most broken. Remember that always. Real strength is not found in the easy seasons. It is forged in the hardest ones.
When you survive the fire, your purpose becomes lighting the way for others still inside it.
Time did not stop for Marcus. It never does. But now it was finally on his side. The pain that tried to destroy you is the very pain that built you. Do not waste it.